Hi there. Let's talk about how to make every click a lead. In a world of 2% opt-in rates, I'll show you how to make 100% of every visitor a qualified lead. So here's the problem. You advertise, and if you're really good at it, you get a 10% click-through rate and maybe a 2% opt-in rate. That means you're paying to put your message in front of a lot of people who aren't interested. And even when they are, you're asking too much too soon, so they leave without consuming your content. You complain to your marketing team that they're spending too much to get average leads at best. You want more leads. You want more sales-ready leads. And you want to pay less to do so. So here's the solution. Make every click a lead. Target your ideal prospects who are actively looking to buy what you sell, and when they click, have 100% identity resolution and know for certain that they're a qualified lead. 100% ideal target market lead generation with no wasted spending. It is possible. We're doing it today using artificial intelligence to identify the right prospects at the right time and give them the right message that resonates with their top-of-mind issue right now. This reduces the cost of your advertising by increasing the relevance of your message, allowing you to spend less overall. To use your limited resources to work where they'll do the most good, and counterintuitively spend more to acquire a customer than your competition while reducing your overall marketing budget. Do this now and your competition doesn't stand a chance. See that light? It's a train and it's coming right at you. What worked before won't work in the future. The time is now to learn, test, and adapt so that you're in a position of strength when your competition figures out what's happening. So let's get into the details now. I call this the TAP plan. TAP stands for Target, Attract, and Process. At one level, our TAP plan is not a new process. We're just leveraging new tools to make it work better. So step one of the TAP plan is to define the target audience. Who are you targeting specifically? Build a list of those people and then link that list to our identity graph. Selling to the right person is more important than all other sales methods, copywriting techniques, and negotiating tactics in the world. Lead generation always starts with a clear picture of who you're trying to reach. Up to now, it has been based on personas, demographics, and firmographics. We want to use that information and then leverage big data and machine learning. That means leveraging identity resolution and behavior data. So step one is to build a list of the people that you want to market to. And by list, I mean really name, phone number, and email. Not necessarily an opt-in list, just a list of your ideal prospects. For most B2B sellers, you already have that list in your CRM system. If not, step 0 is to buy or build that list. Once we have that list, we want to be able to target them wherever they are. To do that, we link your list to our identity graph. Our identity graph covers over 260 million U.S. consumers. Once they're linked, we'll know with 100% confidence when they're considering a purchase of what you sell, when they're researching a problem that you solve, when they're looking for a solution that you provide, and most importantly, when they're considering buying from you. Step 2 is to attract interest. To attract interest, we need to understand the buyer's journey. We need to use our AI engine to tell us who is in the market right now and then advertise to them to get them to pay attention to us. Here's what we know about the buyer's journey. It starts online. Today, we all start online with searches and research before buying anything. The more expensive the purchase, the more research is done before reaching out to the company directly. We've articulated 6 steps to the buyer's journey. Do I have a problem? How big is my problem? How can I solve my problem? What solutions are available? Is it really worth doing? And what are the terms? And here's the big problem. 68% of the B2B sale is completed before a company ever talks to you. This is where artificial intelligence comes in. We can see what your prospects are doing even when you can't. We will build algorithms to look for observable behaviors based on keywords and websites that your prospects view while moving down the buyer's journey. Let's look at this in a little more detail. We track behaviors. Remember I said we collect 50 billion behaviors every day. And we can tie those behaviors back to our identity graph that covers 260 million Americans. The buyer's journey is then turned into a chronological path to purchase. Looking at one person is interesting, but when we look at thousands of people in the buyer's journey, we learn what's really important. What are the websites people view? What are the keywords that they search? Put it together and we can create a conversion behavior pattern for your ideal client. Here's where things get fun. Since we know which of your ideal target prospects are looking for solutions to the problems you solve or the results you deliver, we can advertise to them very effectively. You can use inexpensive display advertisements to all prospects and then use expensive advertisements to in-market prospects. You've got a lead. Now, step 3. You've got a lead. The advertising worked and someone clicked. Today, you don't know exactly who clicked, just that someone clicked. But that's now changed. I can tell you exactly who clicked on your advertisement, who came to your website. Therefore, we can say, turn every click into a lead. Every click is now a sales-ready lead. You know who they are. They're an ideal prospect because you targeted them initially. We know that they're in the market based on their observable behavior, and they know who you are and have consumed your content. Now, you can contact them directly. And by contact them directly, I mean you can do that in lots of ways, including picking up the phone and calling them, sending them customized content through multiple digital channels, send them a piece of direct mail, even advertise to them on one-on-one, radio, and TV. Now, step 3. This really is my favorite, since this is the result or the outcome that you want. Spend less on advertising, but pay more to acquire a customer than your competition. How do we spend less? By spending smarter. First, we want to advertise to the people who we know are interested in hearing from us, advertising to the needle and not to the entire haystack. Since we know that only 2 to 4% of any target market is actually looking to buy right now, that means you can potentially pay a lot less in advertising, but make each advertising dollar count more. Each dollar counts more because it's more relevant. When it's more relevant, your cost to advertise goes down. The magic of digital advertising is the more relevant the ad, the less platforms like Google and Facebook charge you to show your advertisements, leading to a lower cost per click. What do you do with these savings? Spend more on lead nurturing and sales. Use the savings to build relevant trust through high-quality collateral, better trained salespeople, multi-channel advertising, or to maintain top-of-mind awareness. This allows you to pay more to acquire a lead than your competition and still have higher profits. Let's look at a quick example. For a hypothetical $10,000 product, you currently need 50 leads per month to get 10 sales, a 20% closing ratio. If a lead costs $300, then you're spending $15,000 per month in advertising. But when we focus on the in-market needles and leverage our technology, we get better leads. Better leads translates directly to higher closing ratios. Better leads also means better relevance on our marketing, which reduces the cost to advertise. Bottom line, a 28% increase in profits. So how will you use that extra profit? Well, you can lower your cost and have a significant cost advantage, or you can improve the value for the same price, giving you a value proposition advantage, or you can nurture more. But let me ask you this. If I can pay 20% more to acquire a client than you, how often are you going to be able to beat me? That's what I call a sustainable competitive advantage. Let's schedule a discovery call to talk about your business and how you can turn every click into a lead. I'll make you 2 promises. First, I'll continue to educate you on how to use artificial intelligence to fill your sales pipeline with high-quality leads. And second, if we're on the phone for more than 15 minutes, it's because you want to keep talking. Just use the link below, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.